Hello, and welcome back to another episode of County Perspective, the show that focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the community that you live in. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining us. Now, it's been a busy few weeks over at Winchester Hall, so let's jump right in with some recent news from around the county. County Executive Gardner unveiled great news for Frederick County as she presented her annual State of the County address on Friday, October 18th. The presentation was launched with an informative video of all of their accomplishments from the past year. These accomplishments range from the construction of Kite Pharma in Urbana and a solar array at the landfill that will charge all transit electric buses and provide county buildings with power. With the AAA bond ratings that the county received, Executive Gardner was able to construct new libraries, roadways, schools, and parks. She also improved the safety of Frederick County by adding more fire and rescue personnel and Next Generation 911. Executive Gardner was excited to share the new Livable Frederick implementation program that will positively shape the future of Frederick County's infrastructure while maintaining its rural beauty and history. Executive Gardner assured community members that Frederick County has a bright future. New programs such as detox centers will begin in Emmitsburg and Frederick to combat the growing heroin and substance misuse epidemic. There will be initiatives to address the need for housing for seniors and to expand the county's electric bus fleet, as well as a second solar array and more. To watch the full State of the County address, visit frederickcountymd.gov/FCG-TV and look for the State of the County under the Executive tab. Community members gathered at Winchester Hall on Wednesday, October 23rd for a Frederick County Solar Co-op presentation. Staff from the Frederick County Office of Sustainability and Environmental Resources kick-started the presentation with a briefing on how county residents can go green by opting in the Green Homes Challenge. Those who partake in the Power Savers Retrofits program or become a renewable star will reduce energy usage and utility bills, adopt environmentally friendly practices, and use renewable energy. Staff from Solar United Neighbors presented a solar presentation that was geared for homeowners to develop and utilize renewable energy resources like solar. Solar United Neighbors works with partners in Frederick to combine solar with sustainability. Solar United Neighbors set up bulk purchase campaigns or solar co-ops so that members can come together and get a good rate on solar. Staff presented how solar technology works, how solar co-ops work, and solar economics, which is a combination of wattage savings and the money that the customer saves. For more information, visit solarunitedneighbors.org or visit frederickcountymd.gov/greenhomes. Winchester Hall invited community members for the Frederick at its Best Veterans Day Proclamation Ceremony on Tuesday, October 29th at 11 a.m., located in the first floor hearing room. Frederick County dignitaries and veterans who are residents of Frederick County honored the brave men and women who have served our country in the armed forces. Veterans Day is November 11th. Be sure to keep an eye out for other Veterans Day events going on in your area. After the Frederick at its Best Veterans Day Proclamation Ceremony, County Executive Gardner hosted a Frederick at its Best National Disability Employment Awareness Month Proclamation Ceremony. County Executive Gardner presented a disability video created by FCG-TV to show participants the positive efforts our community is making to employ individuals with disabilities. As part of our Disability Awareness Month proclamation, a video was featured which highlighted several individuals with varying degrees of disabilities, whom are all part of our community's workforce. Here's a look at their inspiring stories.
I am a hard worker.
I'm grateful for a job.
I love my job.
I make a difference.
Our job changes people's perceptions by them working in the community. It opens the eyes of people that may typically not give them a second look or a chance.
So when they're finally given that opportunity, they now have a chance to really show what they can do versus where they've always been looked at by what they are not able to do.
She is a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, there is nobody who has more energy than my Miss Maria. She's amazing. She comes in here with a positive attitude all the time, and she's tried to do absolutely everything that we've asked of her. And and with anything, there's some things that we're great in, and there's other things that just aren't our cup of tea. And the great thing is being able to find those strengths in all of us and how we can work as a team, right?
Yeah.
And we really have a good time.
My confidence have increased a lot with them since I've been here. My favorite thing is to bake cookies and muffins and know how to set the oven.
The best part is getting them included into the community and to see their personal growth as they learn their jobs, as they get accustomed to it, as they start making their first paycheck. It is very rewarding and very inspirational.
So having Alicia here is joyful. It's just absolutely joyful. I look forward to it every time I come in. She's a good friend. We pal around a little bit. We're not allowed to have snacks, so we keep an eye on each other in that regard. She's just wonderful. I mean, she does her job. She's pleasant. That's all I ask of all of my employees. Come in, do your job, be kind, and go home. And she does it all, 110%.
Sometimes I do, I do the laundry. Roll up the towels and socks. I like it. Yeah, I love it. I love this job.
For me, I think they're some of the most genuine people and authentic people that I've ever been around. And I think that's something that all people in society can learn from, co-workers, the employer itself, and the general work environment.
I think employers are going to get someone that's passionate, dedicated, on time, and just genuinely loves their job.
Her big thing, not to say my other employees don't, but Ashley's big thing is she brings positivity, which is my big thing as a director. I've always wanted to be bringing the positivity, and I think I do a pretty good job of it, but Ashley's always coming in with a smile on her face, ready to work, ready to take on whatever tasks that need to be that day.
My favorite part about my job is hanging out with the kids and helping them do homework and playing with them and playing outside with them.
For most of us, I think having a job goes a long ways. It has an impact on your physical, mental, social, and spiritual health.
Being a disabled veteran, I have PTSD and everything, so I don't really like crowds and interacting with people. So having a job like this gets me out of my comfort zone, actually helps me with my issues that a lot of people don't know about. Knocking up on, going to somebody's door, delivering their food, having a conversation with them, stuff like that. It really helps me.
Well, he showed me that nothing will slow him down, that's for sure. He's a really good guy, he really is. He definitely has improved my outlook on disabled vets being able to work hard after military service.
Shows my daughter not to give up. You may have something wrong with you, but don't give up on, getting a job.
I think something that's important is for us all learn to accept people where they are in their lives and who they are in their lives, and not allow our differences to define us.
I love it here, and I wouldn't change it at all.
I wanted to work with kids before, and it was also my dream job. And I got my dream job.
Be sure to stick around. We have plenty more coming up on County Perspective. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. Now, unfortunately, disasters strike on a daily basis all around the world. In the event of a major catastrophe striking our area, many Frederick County departments already have several procedures in place in order to aid the community in a time of crisis. Here's a look at what the county's health department has prepared in order to distribute medicines in large-scale emergency situations.
In certain large-scale emergencies, Frederick County residents receive medicines, vaccines, or medical supplies. The Frederick County Health Department wants you to know what our role is in these situations and what you will have to do. You are the best resource to help yourself, your family, your neighbors, and your friends in the time of an emergency.
Medication distribution sites will be located throughout the county. Stay tuned to local radio and TV broadcasts for instructions on where to go for medication. There are two types of distribution sites, medical and non-medical. A flu vaccine clinic is an example of a medical site. At these sites, each person needing medication must report in person, much like they do for a flu shot clinic in your community. There will be doctors, nurses, or other healthcare workers there. Non-medical sites will have oral medications such as pills. Only one person from a household needs to report to the site on everyone's behalf. This person can pick up medicine for their family and for neighbors who are disabled or elderly. There are no healthcare workers at this type of clinic.
Some things you should expect when you arrive at a medication distribution site are: there will be large crowds and long lines, but everyone will receive their medication, so please be patient. Also, there are written instructions available in multiple languages on how adults and children should take the medicine. Identification or documentation of your name and address may be required. However, there will be no money needed. Bring non-perishable food items which are easily consumed while waiting, and water to sustain you for long hours. Make sure you bring key health conditions for all of your family members or neighbors needing medication, including allergies, medicines, weights of children, and special needs. Cell phone use may be restricted. Signs will direct you to turn off your cell phone if necessary. Bring reading materials such as books, magazines, or written puzzles to occupy your time in line. Do not bring pets. Health regulation does not permit them at a medicine dispensing site.
Some people might be asked to return several days later to another clinic to receive more medicine. Those people will be notified and directed to a clinic to get the additional medicine. Stay tuned to the local radio and news stations, or go to the Frederick County Health Department website during emergencies for more information.
The Frederick County Health Department is committed to protecting our community from all public health threats. Our plan for getting medication to you at the right time is part of that commitment. Please visit our website for more information that will help you be better prepared to help us during such an emergency.
Now it's time to take a trip over to the Animal Control Center and see who this episode's featured pet is.
At first glance, Bentley is just like any other dog. He's affectionate, playful, and attentive. But when you spend some time with him, you'll notice he's special. Bentley can't see. He experiences the world through his other senses and does it with great ease. With a little patience and training for both human and dog, Bentley will make a great addition to most any family. Visit Bentley at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center, 1832 Rosemont Avenue.
Looking to try something new? Perhaps you or one of your family members just want to get out of the house. While multiple Frederick County departments have numerous activities, promotions, and events occurring throughout the community. Here's a peek at just a few of them. Now we're towards the end of our program, but before we go, Frederick County Parks and Recreation wanted to be sure you knew about these special programs for the season. It is November now, and that means the holiday season is just around the corner. Frederick County Parks and Recreation has a variety of events for you to do with your family and friends. Be sure to come to the Rose Hill Manor on Saturday, December 7th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. to celebrate holidays on the farm. Participants can enjoy the holidays with county Christmas-themed fun. The International Harvesters Club will be at Rose Hill to show you the history behind various holiday customs. Participants can play games, create an ornament, enjoy music by Ray Owen, and visit with Santa Claus in the Carriage Museum. This event is for all ages, and tickets are $5 per person. You can register at recreator.com or pay on arrival. Well, that's it for this episode of County Perspective, but don't forget to follow Frederick County on social media in order to keep up to date on important news and events. We'll see you next time for a fresh look from a county perspective.